Amidst the call for the resignation of Major General Muhammadu Buhari, retired, the president of Nigeria, there have been a lot of reactions from every quarters. And of course, as you know, the presidency will also react to this. Even if the president himself does not speak directly, you oftentimes find his media aides also coming out to speak, either with a form of defense or they will rather go on attacking. President Muhammadu Buhari has reacted to the demand for his resignation by Senate Minority Leader Ihinaya Abaribe and others. His position was contained in a statement on Wednesday night by presidential spokesperson Garba Shehu. He said just because one character thinks that President Buhari should resign, then they expect him to quit. That call does not represent the opinion of the country. This is the opinion of an arm of chair critic known for making stray comments. If a leader like President Muhammadu Buhari needs to resign, there are millions of other Nigerians who need to resign also, including Senator Abaribe, who unlocked the door to enable the escape of traitorous and treasonable suspects. He signed the bond for the court to release Nnamdi Kanu on bail, from which moment the suspect disappeared into thin air. Senator Abaribe has failed repeated deadlines to return Nnamdi Kanu to the court for trial, yet he has the effrontery with which to accuse someone of failing to the bidding of the law. This is a man who should have replaced the suspect he failed to produce in the correctional facility. Abaribe's party raped the nation and left it collapsing in 2015. And President Muhammadu Buhari is fixing things up all the years he is in office. President Buhari is working hard to keep Nigeria and Nigerians out of armed terrorists, and the harms terrorists have unleashed in the entire Sahel and sub-Saharan Africa with the support of Nigerians and our foreign friends. He is going to finish off these terrorists. He alone can do it. That is what is quoted to have said. Well, it is not a new thing. It's not a new thing that Abaribe or any opposition will come up to speak such words, which I think it's not bad at this moment, as we have a rubber stamp Senate and it seems no one is able to speak truth to power. That doesn't necessarily mean that PDP or past administration were any better, although things are worse now when it comes to security. Very worse. I'm not saying that cattle, Fulani herdsmen and terrorists were not doing what they did back in those days, even during Goodluck Jonathan's era, but now it is worse. Now, how long are we going to continue to sit down on the fence and do nothing? That is the reason why a lot of people have come up with different solutions, such as Amotekun, a security outfit in the southwestern part of Nigeria, to combat the menace of cattle herdsmen, terrorism, or whatever crime, even crimes in the southwest that might be committed by the southwesterners. Anybody, that is what Amotekun is actually focusing on. And when you see statements from media aides, what else? That is what they are paid to do, to speak in support of the administration, even when they are not doing the right thing. So one would never want to be interested in listening to Adesina or Garba Shehu or any of those dudes that come up to speak, or even the other lady, Loretta. She's been quiet for a while. She is always known to also speak from two sides of her mouth because they are being paid. That's what they are paid to do, to kind of paint and color the image of this regime, of this administration. Anyway, when we look at the state of insecurity in Nigeria, no one is blind. We can actually see that things are getting worse. That's because the Fulanis, Hausa Fulanis, or any criminal that wants to use the cloak of Hausa Fulani to commit or perpetrate any crime, they are so bold now because they believe that someone that is sympathetic or someone that is not going to speak outrightly condemn their nefarious, their endemic criminal activities, they know that the man is not going to really speak about their actions and activities. It's not going to condemn them publicly. Maybe it might say it in a certain way when things have gotten so worse. So that is why you will find words that spew out of some sections in this country, some regions in these countries, as regards insecurity in the nation. What is the way forward? That is the issue that is on ground. This present administration or this sort of the kind of constitution and structure that we have in Nigeria is not and will never be able to address the issue of insecurity, address the issue of corruption, and a lot of things that we have wrong in the system. Why? Because at the end of the day, you oftentimes find people bend, they sway into religion, they sway into tribe and ethnicity, and that is the problem. When you speak truth to power, they say it is because you are from a different section, and if you are from that same section and you are speaking truth to power, they'll say you're committing treasonable felony and whatever. You might end up being locked up in jail. There are a lot of issues as regards all this. It's so complex. That is why a lot of people are calling for a break. Let us break so that we stop talking about tribe. Now, that doesn't mean there won't be ethnic issue. There will be certain ethnic issues, but then it will be dealt with in that manner. And like I oftentimes talk about, I say it is better we are all revolutionaries that reflect, and also we keep something. We focus on something. That's what that's corruption issue. We should all focus on it in our own minds too, because an average person in politics is corrupt. Corruption is the order of the day. Corruption is how they get the election done. Everything is corruption. It's like a gain. Yes, we know that politicians, one way or the other, they get into politics because they want to make gain, not necessarily because they want to totally, completely serve the people. They also want some private cut from one corner or the other. But in the case of Nigeria, they are so bold in the way that they handle all of these things. Let us see some few comments. What are people saying? What are the reactions of Nigerians out there? What are the reactions? A lot of people are saying that the true test of leadership is very simple. Buhari should resign. That is just what it is. Buhari should resign. Now, a question I want to put forward to Garba Shehu or any of these media aides or any of these people, president or whatever it is, if they believe that Buhari has done enough, if they believe that things are not the way it is, this insecurity in the nation is not the same way, I want Garba Shehu, Femi Adesina, Loretta Onoche, and the rest of the goons to travel with their SUV without security. Then we will know that Nigeria is in the right path. We want the president to travel without any security. We just want security around the president, not entourage of security personnel, SSS, and the rest of the security outfit. Then we know that Nigeria is so secure. That is the point. All of the senators, they should all travel, leave their offices and move without any form of security. Why are they moving around with so much security? That is because they know that there is insecurity in the nation. They know what they are doing. That's why they need so much security. These presidential aides, they sound like illiterate sometimes, but then they are not illiterate. They've just chosen to do these things, to say what they want to say in this manner. Security in the nation is very paramount, but unfortunately, they are joking with it. Femi Adesina said that Buhari has worked hard, and part of the job that he has done is to reduce. In fact, he said the terrorists, ISWAP, Boko Haram, and the rest of this terrorist association or whatever they are, he said that they are no longer using explosives to kill people. But recently we saw that happen. He said we should be grateful to Buhari that it is just beheading and not bomb blast. When you listen to words like this, you will realize that these people, they are only working to push. It's a propaganda. They are only working towards destruction of themselves, thinking that they are uplifting this administration. I wonder how they sleep at night, because they have no conscience at all. They have no conscience in any way. So the truth is bitter. The North is dragging the nation down, backwards. That's just the truth of it. If we look at it squarely, there are issues in the southern part of Nigeria, but these issues can be easily dealt with, and they will progress very, very fast. Unfortunately, people still feel that the North, yes, there might be a lot of people in the northern part of Nigeria that are not that educated per se, but then people make a mistake about this. Yes, we have a lot of Amajiri children on the street, but when you look, if you go to some of these Islamic countries, you'll find a lot of the children of these, northerners schooling there. Because you have not met them does not mean that they are not going to school. So simply put, whatever actions they take, whatever things you see spewing out of their mouth, do not believe that it is because of illiteracy. No, they know what they are doing and they are working towards their own purpose. So it's time for the South to also work towards a purpose of achieving a break from Nigeria so that we can focus and deal with the saboteurs that we have amongst our clans, amongst our tribe, amongst our ethnic group. So that's what it is for now. If you're not a member of this channel, let us grow together by you simply tapping on the subscription button. It's just down there on your right below, and the red notification icon bell. Make sure it's tapped so you will be notified whenever our videos are uploaded. And if you're already a member of this channel, I say a very big thank you for the support so far.